What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the #1 hot spot for Xbox. And I'm Detroit's Reaper, and we're back with another video. And today we're talking about what Phil Spencer said on the podcast Unlocked. This thing, what he says, in my opinion, is one of the biggest things that was said throughout the whole podcast. Well, basically, just to catch you guys up, he basically went on and said that one of Microsoft's worst qualities is that they can't, it's hard for them to do original things or have original products. Now, you might be saying, well, that's kind of true, you know, with things like Halo, Gears, Forza, Fable. They won't let their series die out. But I want to talk about the good in what he said, because in my opinion, it is a great thing that he is in charge. Because just because that he said this means that he knows that is true. He knows what he needs to do to try and break that chain. You know what I mean? So he is out trying to get more unique first-party titles. He's trying to get more third-party exclusives and games that they normally wouldn't get. 5 years ago, 360 or Peter Moore or whoever was in charge at the time would never have gotten a game like Scalebound and just kept it on the system and tried to make sure that it stayed exclusive to that system. No way they would have went out and risked it all on a game like Rise, Son of Rome, and said, yeah, we would definitely believe that this game could be a great game. We're gonna give it a chance. We're gonna make it exclusive. We're gonna publish it. Not in a long time would they ever go do things like, I'm actually surprised they're even doing stuff like HoloLens and not going virtual reality. They're trying to look a step ahead. It seems like Microsoft is basically evolving. They're basically getting better at what they're supposed to be doing. I know a lot of people think Sony is the only ones that, they have all this power. A lot of people tend to forget that Sony is just like everybody else. They didn't do anything special besides be like the only console out at the time, or the most popular console at the time, with the PlayStation 2, making all of these devs jump on their board or jump on their backs basically and gave them exclusive after exclusive after exclusive. Sony really didn't have to do anything besides let them put their games on there because they sold themselves. The game system was just so popular. So, you know what I mean? So that's why a lot of these games are just why they get a lot of exclusives from third-party developers. I feel like Microsoft needs to start talking to more third-party developers and getting them on board with their product. American companies don't really have Microsoft's back. Like, they don't just, like how a Japanese company will make a game and that game will never be on an American product. It will only be on the Sony platform because it's selling the best and because over there Xbox isn't doing so great. But that doesn't mean that those games shouldn't be out there. I mean, even if they print 5,000 copies of the game, that's at least $5,000 more that they get, or whatever, how much ever the game is. Anyway, that didn't have nothing to do with anything, so I'm sorry I swayed off the topic so badly. Basically, I'm just glad that this guy is in charge. I like to see when you can tell a company's flaws, it means that you know exactly where to put the band-aid. You know exactly where to fix it. And that's what I feel like Phil Spencer is all about. I feel like that's what he's doing. He's been doing a great job. I'm really glad that he's the head of Xbox and not one of those other douchebags, you know what I mean? And you guys know exactly who I'm talking about, the douchebags are. But they had a lot of good topics on Podcast Unlocked, and whenever you listen to Phil Spencer, you just hear the sincerity in his voice. Like, you can just tell he means something when he says it. So I'm really glad that we have a guy like that on the Xbox team. Hopefully that he's helping us get these games that we want, that gamers want. I'm sure it's not an easy task working for Microsoft. They're very unoriginal, like how he said. That's one of their greatest weaknesses, is that it's hard for them to be original and to do things out there. Hopefully he can break that chain. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll hit you guys up later. keep killing the game. Peace.